What's up, guys? Dr. Safwa Asante here. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I figured today we're gonna have a little talk. You see the train that's behind me? It's probably making a lot of noise. The car's passing by downstairs, making a lot of noise as well. Let's talk about something important, magic bullet. A lot of times when people apply to residency, they think that there's one thing that they can do to get into residency. And I want to tell you that there is not one thing that you can do to get into residency. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? My name is Dr. Safwa Asante. I'm an urgent care doctor that lives in the US. And what I do is I make videos on a regular basis to help you guys match into residency and to help you guys become successful physicians in the US. Magic bullet. So like I said, there's no magic bullet. A lot of you guys, you think that if you do research, you're going to match into residency. If you do well in your STEP exams, you're going to match into residency. If you do rotations, like specific hospitals, you get into residency. No. What some of you guys have noticed is people with like 230s, 240s, 250s, 260s sometimes don't match. And it's not just because of the score. People that have done research up the wazoo sometimes don't match. I barely had research in that match. You got to dig a little bit deeper. What helps you match is a mixture of all of those things and how you present them. That's it. Keep it simple. Present things well, mix them all together. You're going to need the basic stuff. You're going to need US clinical experience. You're going to need good STEP scores. You're going to need good letters of recommendation and a good application. And then you have to be able to do well in your interviews. If you do well in all of those things, then you have the chance of matching into residency. When I applied, I had a failure on my record. So I knew I had to make that up. So I took the exam, I passed it, and then I also had to take my step 3 in order to show them that I will not fail my step 3, which is the main concern when you fail an exam. I had to make sure that I stayed clinically active, so I started rotating in a clinic. Even though I went to Caribbean school and I had exposure to a lot of rotations in the US already, I still made sure that I was actively staying clinically active during the time before the application season. And I made sure I had a good letter of recommendation. And then I also started practicing for my interviews. I practiced for months, not for a couple of days. Like, you guys just wake up and you just decide you want to go and take the interview after a couple of days of practice. No, I practiced for months. Like, you could wake me up in the morning and I could give you my answer and it would be so smooth. And you would think to yourself, how can this guy who's looking so groggy and who feels so groggy, how is he able to answer those questions so smooth? It's what I do. I'm kidding. But I did practice a lot. I did practice a whole lot. And I made sure that every step of the way, all the little things that everybody knows that you have to do, I made sure I did them well. With interview practice, I had a friend who was very good at interviews, and I practiced with him, and it really helped me understand that with interview questions, they're not just asking you for you to just answer. They want specific answers for each of those specific questions. So once I understood that, and once I practiced with him a lot, and I practiced by myself a lot, and practiced with a lot of people also, I was able to get myself to a certain level where my answers were smooth. And you hear them, you can see people's faces change when they hear my answers. And of course, when the match came around, I was really like stressed, because the past 2 times I didn't match, and I didn't know if that would happen again. But boom, I ended up matching, and that's because I started working from the viewpoint of there's no one magic bullet. Do everything well, and if you do everything well, it's highly likely that you will match. If you don't know how to do everything well, then you have to research how to do everything well. That's what the forums are for. I have a forum that I've created to help you guys help each other match. Link is down below. Click on the link below, join the group, share whatever viewpoints you have, and ask questions. When you guys ask each other questions, you learn what to do, because there's always one of you that knows what to do in certain situations. And when you guys come together, you can teach each other a lot of things. If that's not good enough for you, I also provide mentorship services and interview preparation services. If you sign up for those, I'll work with you hand in hand. I'll make sure that I increase the chances of you getting into residency. If you're interested, just shoot me a DM on Facebook or on Instagram, or send me a message at thesuccessfulimg@gmail.com, thesuccessfulimg@gmail.com.